How do you put a heading or anything on this Facebook? I should have been doing that. All right. I think we're about ready. Wait for don't have my comment line yet.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Comment line. We have a comment line. All right. We are live on both. Why
did it switch you?
Why am I?
Switched you over.
That's it. Why is YouTube just on my face?
Oh, man.
YouTube is jacked up.
It's using when you use your laptop, is it usually open?
Oh, is it doing that?
Yeah, it's doing that.
Oh, it's using the wrong one. Okay, I'm going to have to stop this. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Screw it. I'll upload it later. What's up, folks? Drew Hartley and Jeremy Black. Greetings, Jeremy. Herb Brown,
Black.
Stephen Smith.
If anyone needs to grow a beard for 2020, it's Jeremy. I'm looking at you right now, Jeremy Black, into your deep, sexy eyes and letting you know you need to grow a beard.
All right. You guys check in and chat with Tony. I'm going to go out to my other link. I'm wanting to get this shared up on our Tier to Dirt. I got shared to my main page so that my friends that are not part of Tier to Dirt can watch this.
You got to let the people know.
Yeah, I'm going to let them. So there we go. I'm almost ready to share.
Oh, there we are. Oh, gosh.
Share now with my friends.
We can see the delay right there.
Yeah, I know. It's a crazy delay. I had someone that was doing the
This just got uncomfortable. Oh, it's only starting.
Oh, Derek.
It's only, when you bring up Jeremy Black, I have a hard time. He's a sexual man.
Colton Lee Albert. What's happening, Colton? I like Colton.
He's good.
Yeah.
All right. There he is.
Colton came out. Rode steed. Didn't die. He been riding Bluff Creek, been riding Draper, and this is his first stint in the rocks on flats. And,
well, Steed, the first stint.
Yeah. He had a good time.
It's a good time. It's a party.
He didn't die, like I said.
He didn't. You wouldn't know.
Smitty, what's up? Mike Abernathy. Mike, welcome. I accepted your friend request today, and I saw your registration. Awesome. Drew Hartling said the Hartlings are ready to shred, hopefully. Rocking. Jeremy Black, year of the beard. There you go. Jennifer Nato, what's happening? Bryce Nichols, Mike Frazier's in the house. Mike, I didn't leave you hanging. I got a plan. Trust me. Chip and Charlotte Smith. All right, we're about 2:45 in. Pat Shanks, we're drinking some Tennessee. Old Smoky Tennessee salty caramel whiskey.
It's good.
Tony's got the good stuff here. How do you say that?
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie. I don't know, but it's
high class. This is Pinky's Out.
Yeah, it's like high class stuff.
People bring that stuff by.
And then of course, I bring the Natter Days and the salty caramel stuff. So.
That's when this live stream happens. It happens on Natter
All right.
Day.
So here I'm gonna get poured up. Let's see who else we got checking in.
This is a 2-drink show.
Oh yeah.
You only got
two?
one. Well, I mean, like at a time.
Oh yeah. Two at a time for sure.
2 at a time. You got to rotate.
Yeah. I definitely have at least more than one roll, and then usually what I have is we don't have any wine. I usually have like some box wine hidden under my table. You can't see just in case. So.
Just in case. We got that in the.
Colton Albert with the hashtag did not die 2020. Nice. I like that.
That's, yeah.
Joel and John Farrow have been, them boys want to do some damage at Steed because I think you guys have probably done as many loops as I've done out there.
Wow.
Every time I come out there, you guys are already out there hanging out in your little parking spot over by the restrooms. Darren Hall, Katie Winters, Aaron King, Roy Pemberton.
Aaron King.
Yeah, Aaron's in the house. Aaron checks in. Yeah, Aaron's pretty solid. He checks in all the time. And John just checked in. Mr. Cordes, Steve, what's happening?
Team Orange Seal in the house.
There you go, Team Orange Seal. Say hi to Brandon for me, Steve. I know he's probably watching. See that? Here, let me get this so
I can see it. I was trying to see.
Yeah, Casey Anderson. What's happening, Casey? Yeah, for sure. I've still been trying to get up there and do a pre-ride, Casey, up at Ponca. I'm probably going to try to do that. I don't know. Well, it's not going to happen anytime soon. You'll see when I do the upcoming events. Holy shit. I looked at my schedule, and Didn't realize what was on my schedule
There's a
until I
couple
looked.
things.
Almost a couple things.
There's a couple
Couple
things.
things. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do some checking in. I'm gonna first. We're hanging out here in Bike Lab. We just had a little board meeting, and everybody else bailed because they're weenies, and we're hanging out drinking by ourselves. Yeah,
Yeah, the only thing missing from my nightly routine is Netflix. That's pretty much.
And a fire and kids.
Well, yeah, fire and kids.
This is Tony Stewart, not Tony Stewart, which I think he gets called quite a bit. There is a D at the end.
There's a D at the end.
He is our main bike shop owner here at Bike Lab, and we've been friends, and I don't know how we've known each other for 5-6 years, I think.
At least.
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm old. I lose track of time.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more with Tony here in a minute. He's my guest today and hosting our remote site. Got a few things of business that we'll talk about. Then I'm just going to sit down and just chat with Tony and throw it over to him and ask him weird questions and find out his life secrets.
The beard. See, this is like freshman year beard, and Corey has like, I just finished the NBA beard.
But
this is kind of like the freshman to go ahead.
But the cool thing here about these Bike Lab shirts, you can still see the Bike Lab with my beard.
That's it.
That's the biggest thing about all the logos. They're all up here, and my beard covers them up. You can't see them. So
we made it big.
Yeah. Hey, I may need to grab one of these before we leave. I was supposed to get one for my kid, and I forgot to earlier. If we have some, so let's go. I'm gonna scroll up, see if I miss anything, and then we're gonna get to business. We've been screwing around a lot. I don't want to keep Tony out too late.
You're talking about Tom Steed there a little bit too.
All right, let's see. Let's go back up. Boom. So, Aaron King, what's happening? Mike Frazier says Steed is bumpy. It's bumpy, but your dumbass rode like a 32-16. You rode a gravel gear, dude.
It's bumpy, but it's more about balance and physicality. It's not.
Oh, am I replying? I'm replying to something on accident. Yeah. Here, I'm just going to enter.
You're replying to Mike.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Right there, if you click that.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Our powers combined.
Oh, whoa. There we go. All right. Now I'm like way down here. I'm using a laptop, and I'm used to like having my mouse and my whole setup.
Because you usually use the TV, right?
Oh, dude, I have I have my 50-inch TV sitting there as my computer monitor because I don't have cable. So, John Shears checked in. Sean Gabe. Brian Alvey, howdy, John. Brian Alvey, what's up? Hunter Farrington. Let's see. Josh Potts, what's happening, Josh? Josh, you still going to make it to Steve before you move off to Alabama or wherever the hell you're going? Dean Gracie. Jeremy Collins says the wife likes the beard, Tony. I'm telling you, Tony needs to grow that out. He made that question on his Facebook.
It's year of the beard, man. I'm going to let it go.
Year of the beard. He needs to let that baby roll.
About a month from now, it starts growing horizontally.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Gabriel. Oh, so they're still talking Steed. Mike Frazier says, like a boss. Just have to wear grandpa sweater and Jordans.
That's my role. Yeah, it's me.
Oh, okay. All right. I wear my flea market stuff.
I wear the same thing every day. Rotate the T-shirts out.
I already have some notes, so let's go ahead and let's get rolling a little bit here, and then we'll get to Tony. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to my boys in Dallas, Dallas-Fort Worth area, Mike Frazier, Black Cat. We'll come back to them in a minute. Quick upcoming events, real quick Steed update after this weekend, and then I don't know what the weather's going to be like the rest of this week. It started out shitty today, and it kind of ended up being okay. But I've been on the road, so I don't know what's been doing at my place. And then I'm going to talk to Tony. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my boys, Dallas-Fort Worth, Mike Frazier, Micah. They came down Road Steed. I've known Mike forever. You guys might remember Mike. He's part of the crew down at Watchtal that did the bacon, fireball, and beer hand-ups. And damned if I didn't get lucky enough last year. Because of the spacing and the people in front and behind me, I managed to get all three. And that was right after the halfway checkpoint. So you might also remember his buddy Mike Brian Brenforder. Sorry, not Mike. Brian Brenforder, who's now in the Bentonville area. He was the one in the bacon dress. It was like the sweetest dress ever.
A bacon dress?
It was a dress that looked like bacon. Yeah.
That's legit.
It was legit. It was awesome. So, Mike, you made me promise to wear this, and you thought I was
there it is. Look at this.
So you thought I was fooling.
This is like The Price is Right.
There you go, right? So
behind door number 1.
So this is
wow.
Black Cat Bicycle Club right here. So, get it on screen and get my beard out of the way. So Mike brought me up a sweet T-shirt, and I'm wearing it.
Nice.
Been wearing it all day, actually. I wore it to my meeting this morning. So Black Cat Cycling, based out of Dallas-Fort Worth, started by my friend Mike Frazier, his friend Micah, and his other friend Gina Porter. Started 3.5 years ago, and they just felt they were a little bit different than some of the other teams going on, and they wanted something a little weird, and so they created their own team. It's all dirt, and basically called it a bunch of misfit weirdos that don't fit the normal racer profile. And I totally dig that. Can't beat that. Where, heckling, dressing up, and crazy antics are encouraged. That is pretty much what they do. And love those guys. In fact, I saw Mike posted a picture today. I think Mike's a bike messenger. It was rainy and crappy, and so he got a coffee, and he's just hanging out in some loading dock just to drink his coffee because, protecting him from the rain. So you guys are awesome. So thanks for coming out, Steed, and just thanks for being you. Thanks for being cool. Thanks for being weird. Weird's awesome. I like weird. All righty. Daniel Lemons is in the house. Wichita Falls. Daniel, I haven't seen you yet. You still got to get down to Steed, brother. Kevin Bates up in CO, I guess. Lewis Lindenberg. What's happening, Lewis? Haven't seen you in a while. Jeremy Black says Bacon Creek. That's what it was called.
And we have the Hannah Bukowski.
That's right.
Has joined.
The Hannah Bukowski, who was out pre-riding Steed again this weekend.
Loves Steed. First time mountain biking in the Tour de Dirt this year. Loves Steed.
That's it. Like a boss.
Has the bruises to show proof of pre-ride.
So she actually, she has already a previous injury on her leg, and she was bleeding before she even started the lap this year.
And that's a mountain biker.
Right?
A mountain biker.
We like high five.
Yes.
All right. Jeremy says he did not go for the bacon. Jeremy, I got Fireball, I got a Lone Star hand up, and I got bacon. And I have to admit, it was really, really hard to get that bacon down because my heart rate was really, really high going across that section and then across the highway into the next little bit. But I managed to get it down. It was tough. Lady Gaga.
She did. I was trying to think of you talk about the bacon dress.
Seattle.
Lady Gaga had that. You can Google it.
Oh man.
She wore like a meat dress thing.
Too funny. Bill Novak, Jimmy Young, another Wichita Falls. Tommy Jeffries, what's happening? Mike Frazier says, love it. Thanks, man. Absolutely, brother. Love you guys. Love what you do. Love hanging out with you. And I hope to see you. Probably next time we'll see you is if you guys come to Steed, we'll see you at Steed. If not, we'll probably see you at Mid-South. If not, we'll see you at Wichita. So, rocking, brother. Dave Isbell's in the house. David Copeland, Richie Bean.
Double David.
There you go. David and David right next to each other.
It's a Double David show.
All righty, let's knock out upcoming events. Usual. We got this coming weekend. February 16th, we have 2 events. We have Chili Bike. We have the Draper Multistrada Velo. Chili Bike, I think everybody knows what that is. Goal is to do all 4 trails at Lake McMurtry. Do the connector in between. I think it ends up being, 30-ish something miles, 32, 33, 34. I can't remember now with the connector. Don't know what the conditions are going to be. Not sure. I'm just not sure honestly, I haven't looked at the forecast for this week. I haven't gotten that far. So anyway.
I'm here. I'll give you an update in a second.
Yeah. All right. So I've got someone to help me out with that.
There we go. Yeah.
Be like Rogan. I've got a Jamie.
Here it's Sunday, sunny and 64, a low of 51.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Gorgeous on Sunday.
It's going to be beautiful.
It might be sleeveless Jersey weather.
Dude, I was telling Karen a minute ago, like you guys were talking, and you guys, you were joking with the sleeveless jerseys and like the arm warmers.
Yeah.
So
that's called the Chris Cooper, isn't it?
Dude, Chris Cooper he forgot his kit, and so
at Thunderbird he wore a vest and arm warmers.
That was beautiful.
It was
I almost want to do that. We need to make that a trend.
Chris pulled it off. Not many could.
No, he did.
Cooper pulled it off.
He absolutely pulled it off. So outside of Chili Bike, we've got the Draper Multistrada Velo. My team warm-up crew, again, pulling off a weird event, which, I mean, obviously we've said that a few times. You guys know me. Weird is good. I like weird. I live weird. And I like this event. And I'm actually going to go to this one. I'm not going to Chili Bike. I'm going to the Draper Multistrada Velo. Draper Marina, 9 o'clock Sunday. It's going to consist of a little bit of road, a little bit of gravel, a little bit of single track. Mix it up. It's going to be 38 to 40 miles. It's free, and it's not a race. Of course, you know how non-races sometimes turn into races, but it's all in the goal is to be fun and get a good workout.
Me and my son are going to that as well.
Excellent. It's going to be fun. I mean, I hope that we can get a big Bike Lab crew out and hang together. I'm going to actually ride my cross bike.
Same.
So, which means I'm going to be really good for most of it, but then the Draper part's going to really kill me because I'm single speed, so I'm going to be way over geared. But it's all fun, so it's cool. Let's see what we got. Brian Young, Daniel Lemon says, I have a 3-day weekend this weekend. I'll be there this weekend or Monday unless weather gets crappy. All right, well,
it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good. So, Daniel, I don't know about this weekend. Saturday is a possibility for me, so let me know. And, I've got a pretty flexible schedule at work, and I have comp time. So if you're going to be there Monday, just give me a shout. Maybe I can make that happen. So, and then Fraser is talking about land run Mid-South. So, yeah, for sure. So, Micah, we'll be around, brother. Jace Hargrove, Elk City. What's happening, Jace? Doug Osment, David Taylor. I haven't seen David in a while. David, you going to come race bikes again? I haven't seen you in forever. Jeremy Black, I like that hashtag, embrace the weird. It's funny. It's like I catch myself, talking in a group, and it's like, yeah, talking about so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm like, man, yeah, they're really weird. And I was like, I'm scratching my head going, man, they really must be weird if I'm calling them weird because I'm really weird. So, I don't know. Maybe they're not weird, and I'm just the goofball. So, Lori McCarty's in the house. Lori McCarty, if you ever ride in my group again, you're not allowed to pull. That is the rule.
Not allowed to pull?
She's not allowed to pull. No. Between her and Seth Likens, I really didn't like them at the Gravel Growler.
And Seth is a roadie. He should know better. Are they pulling too hard or too
They're
slow?
pulling too damn hard. Every time Seth would go to the front or every time Lori would go to the front, I'd be shaking my head going, oh, shit. Here we go. And then they finally dropped me because we got a tailwind, and I was like, screw that business.
And you ran out of gears.
And I was like, out the back. David Taylor says, someday soon. All right. Lindsay Malot's in the house. What's up, Lindsay? And fam.
Malott?
And family.
Hey, fam.
Bob Davis. Amy Bean, Nick
Kids
Blades.
Cup?
Yeah.
Nick.
Kids Cup is in the house. Amy Bean, what's up?
Have you heard the news about Nick?
I know. His dumbass is going to Europe or overseas.
He's going, yeah. We're losing the Alaskan.
Well, we're going to keep him in a kit, and we'll just see what he does overseas.
I agree.
Because he's great on Facebook and social media, so we'll totally be able to keep up with him. And his wife cracks me up. She's funny as hell.
She is. I like her a lot better than Nick. If I'm being honest.
and you just announced that on, right out there. Brian says, yeah, he chased Lori up and down Talamine. Yeah, I saw you guys pick, so I'm glad you guys went and had fun with Charlie and did that little ride last weekend.
I saw that ride on Facebook too. There's gravel routes out in Talamina as well.
Yeah. Charlie Lingerfeld, my buddy, he created it's like a little camping, bike packing tour thing last weekend where they were all camping in Talamina and doing a couple routes. And they did some of the Talamina route and some gravel routes both. I'm not sure exactly what they
Gorgeous
did.
out there. That'd be incredible.
Beautiful and climbing and awesome. So yeah, it was a cool deal. I'm glad to see that several people went. I talked about it last weekend, and looks like some people decided to go.
Yeah,
so
the pictures look good.
Rick, what's happening, man? Hey, Rick, I'm glad you hit me up on Facebook, and I hope we answered all your questions. If you have any more questions, just hit me up personally, and I can for sure hook you up. So Nick says I like her more too.
It's a consensus.
No more Nick the Knife. All right, so man, we've
we diverted. We gotta.
Yeah.
I see your list here. You got
I
all
know,
kinds
right?
of events to talk about.
Dude, I got all kinds of shit to talk about. So,
But this weekend is Draper Multistrada and Chili Bike, same day.
Chili Bike Sunday. Yep. So pick your poison. We're gonna choose Bike Lab here. We're looking for fun. Something a little different, a little weird. We're gonna go out and do Draper Multistrada Velo, 9 o'clock, Draper Marina, 9-ish. So
9-ish.
yeah, 9-ish.
40-ish miles.
40-ish. Yeah. Yep.
My son doesn't know that yet.
Don't tell him.
I'm not. I'm just gonna
Just make him
take
roll.
him.
Nah.
How far further?
Dude, well, the end's probably going to be pavement to get back to the marina, so he doesn't have to do the whole thing. I mean, so he's probably going to do.
As long as he's not up till like 2 a.m. playing Fortnite, he'll be fine.
No, make him go to bed. That's going to be me tomorrow at work, because it's going to be like midnight before I get home.
Drive tonight.
So that leads us into the first Tour de Dirt race, February 23rd. I've been talking about that. We've been doing pre-rides.
Steed.
I don't know how many laps I've done of that leading rides. So, and the good thing is that I'm, bringing people out to the trail. The bad thing is I'm showing all you jerks all my lines. So now everybody knows all the secret lines.
And it is like Steed is a technical course, but I'm not a guy that's ridden a lot of rocks. Yeah. And it's a different kind of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crispin's, I feel like is fast enough to fully Jeremy Black it.
True.
And full on endo into oblivion. But Steed is more like a balanced, torquey, physical challenge. Like it's kind of like figuring out the challenge. And you got to be okay walking every once in a while, and you hop back on and keep going. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
No, and you did great. I was thoroughly impressed because I knew that you've never ridden stuff like that, and it was good. It was good stuff.
It was full roadie mode.
Full roadie mode.
I have been growing a beard, and I think that naturally it creates some mountain bike skill.
I definitely think it helped.
Jeremy Black doesn't yet have a beard. Maybe if he grew a beard, he'd stop crashing so much.
I don't know, but he doesn't have there's those people that just don't have that, the filter.
It's true.
I don't know how you correlate that to the Send It mountain bike line.
I don't know if beard could fix that.
He doesn't have the filter he just
goes.
I need to go there.
I think if you actually were messing around with Jeremy Black and took the brakes off his bike, he wouldn't notice until halfway into a lap.
He's like, oh, I can't brake.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. No, I agree.
They're not there.
Yeah. But that's awesome.
Anyways.
So I knew I had a lineup rolling, and I knew the lineup was strong, but I pulled out April, and I've been holding off on April because we've got February, and then we've got March coming up, and then I pulled out April. So Steed starts for me 10 weekends straight. I'm rolling 10 weekends straight between gravel, different rate. I'm not even sure what all they are. Just basically gravel and mountain bike. So we're going to do Steed on the 23rd. We're turning around rocking St. Crispin's, which is one of my favorite courses and my favorite events. Mike and Joe and Roberts. Mike came out this weekend. While everybody else was riding St. Crispin's from Oklahoma City, Mike drove all the way to Steed and came out and did a lap at Steed. So that was great to have him out. And thanks for the support. We love your race. March 1st, St. Crispin's, another great event. We turn right back around. Now, a lot of you guys will have a break. I'm an idiot. I'm not taking a break. I've already registered for Rage Against the Chain Ring.
I was checking that out.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It could be terrible.
What's the distance? 50 miles?
Yeah, it's 50 miles.
See, that's a Tony level distance on gravel.
It's 50 miles, 2 laps. But the thing is Oklahoma weather is awesome compared to Kansas. you never know what you're going to get. It could be 50-mile-an-hour winds, which means it could be really ugly.
You're so pumped about that, though.
Dude, I'm psyched about it. The only part is like tailwind. I hate the tailwind because then I'm going to have to like grab somebody's jersey.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so March 7th, Rage Against Chainring. I'm going. I've already registered. Single speed. I think we still race Bs. March 7th is also Land Rond. Now, I like to mention that just because it's Norman. It's roadie.
Yeah.
I'm not a roadie guy.
I
but
did that last year.
Yeah, I think I don't really think it's the 7th. I actually think it is.
It's the Saturday and Sunday.
It's the 7th and 8th, I think is what Saturday and Sunday is. So there's crit racing both days. There's road racing one day. I don't know the layout, but Land Rond, Norman.
Draper Road Race Saturday.
Yep.
Criterium at a go-kart course down in Norman.
Oh, is that
on
where it's
Sunday.
at?
Yeah.
At Ajax?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was badass.
Okay.
Until it started raining.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's all
then it's like
rubber
sliding.
and oil. But it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
It was really well. They did a really, really good job with that as a road event.
Cool. So if you're into your road bikes and you're doing a little roadie thing,
Yeah,
I mean, Land Rond,
well
Norman, it's great. It's a good event.
Mhm.
Well run. Yeah. So check that out. That leads right in the very next weekend. You know, just a little thing. Mid-South, just a little 100 miles.
It's cute. It's a cute little event.
Yeah, just a little thing up in Stillwater. Just a few, 1,000 or so, 1,500. I don't know, whatever we got. Just a few people, not too many. Bobby Wenzel and the boys at District and girls at District.
It's incredible.
It's kind of incredible.
It's incredible.
It's kind of incredible.
It's incredible.
It
Yeah.
is. So, I mean, everybody's going to be there. We're going to be there. Pretty cool. So, you think, you need a break after that. No, guess what? No break, because March 22nd, Sooner Stampede, Thunderbird, Tour de Dirt, mountain bike race. Always a cool course. Team Warm Up presents great events. They always do something weird, something crazy. They dial the course around a little bit. You never know. I don't know what the course is exactly this year and don't care. I always love it. And then last on my checklist is hey,
Where are you at here? Do you want some of this?
you know what I do?
All right.
We're digging into the expensive stuff.
Oh, here we go. You got some more of that Natter Day.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me.
You're like at noon there. You need to get to the afternoon.
There you go. Rocking.
Washita Challenge, is that next on your list there?
OC.
I'm signed up for that this year.
OC. You still haven't pre-ridden.
I may not get a chance to. I'm going to roll the dice on that baby and see what happens.
Tony's going to be going.
Everyone had to ride Steed for the first time.
Snake eyes, baby.
You had to ride Steed for the first time.
March 28th, OC, Wachita Challenge. I'm not even sure how many times I've done this race. I just have to, I guess I should go back and count the long sleeve jerseys that I have in my closet that I have. But I think I've done 10 of these, maybe. I took a couple breaks in the middle. They kind of changed their direction a little bit. And honestly, I'm kind of quirky about that. And I didn't like their direction. So I just didn't do it for about 2 years. Then we had some people come in and they changed their direction. And I've been doing it for the last 3 or 4 now. I love it. It's good. And it's a test of every skill. Trip Harrison joined.
Trip,
It's happening.
I see you right there.
Trip better be wearing his Bike Lab hat.
Yo.
So Wachita is a challenge in itself. But for me personally, and for the people that are dumbasses like myself that ride one gear, it is a single speed nightmare because you have extremely hard climbing, technical stuff up front. You have 15-ish miles of gravel and road. And then you have medium hard, smooth, flowy stuff towards the end. So it's like, what gear do you pick? I don't know. I've kind of got my magic gear. So maybe if you want to talk to me, I'll tell you what my magic gear is. But
don't tell him.
I have to think Chris.
Trips in the chat. You can't tell him the single speed gear.
I'm not going to tell him. Well, he's not going to listen to me anyway.
Trip's probably not strong enough to do that race anyways. He needs to wait till next year. He's not ready. He's not ready.
I got to give my props though to Chris Rogers. Chris Rogers has been telling me this gear ratio forever, and I was like, "No, Chris, you're wrong. No, Chris, you're wrong." And finally, like 3 years in, after I tried every gear combination, I was like, "Yeah, Chris, you're right." So anyway.
I can confirm Chris Rogers' gear is right because I have all the gears, and he consistently kicks my ass. It may be the legs, but it's at least the gear ratio.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and see what we got here. I've not been checking in, so we've been just chatting here.
I think it's people popping in.
I know, right? Brad Berger, Robert Ferris. Brad gave me a peace sign. Andrew
Jack
Ransom.
Christian.
Yeah.
What's up, Jack?
Ryan Palamba. Hey, Karina Coleman. And congrats, Karina. Totally did not know the news that you guys gave me. So, yeah, Karina is expecting. So she was planning a big Tour de Dirt season, but I think she said she's got one race in her, and then she's got to lay off the bike.
Then she has a baby
and go have a baby. So congrats to you guys. So awesome. Jack Christian's in the house for sure. Jeremy Black says full send. Jeremy Black is totally full send. Full send. Don't follow my line.
No, that's a mistake.
Jeremy says my bike has brakes? Question mark. Jerry Willis is in the house. Jerry, what's up? What's happening? I haven't seen Jerry in a while. Helena Dryberg. Kevin Snyder. Jeremy Coleman's in the house. And congrats to Jeremy and Karina. Herb Brown, the bouncy man. Barry David. Trip Harrison joining. I've already said hey to Trip. So, yeah. Trip, 18, absolutely, bro. You go for that 18. That's it. That's the one.
I mean, if he was a man, he'd do a 17. But 18's okay. 18's okay for 20 years old.
Yeah. Just like that 18 worked for you this weekend. Just saying. Scott Bozone, Arkansas. What's happening, Scott? I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Albert Simon, Kansas. And Bob Davis. OC was 6 hours of pain for people like me. Well, 6 hours ain't bad, Bob.
But, I mean, was the first hour, did the first hour hurt that much, Bob?
Yes. You know, the thing is
I'm regretting my registration.
No, for you guys, it doesn't hurt. The first hour is.
But Bob wasn't single speed.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. The first hour doesn't hurt for you guys.
Yeah, and there's like some gravel road in there.
The first 30 minutes sucks balls for me.
That's pretty bad.
Dude, it's like I'm spun out, and then it's like you hit climbs on the dirt road. I'm just ready to get to the dirt. So.
Last time I forget a chain.
Last time you forgot a chain. James Daniel, what's happening, James? So anyway, so that's the OC, and so that is going to be for me.
That's a big schedule, man.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races, and then in April, I'll pull April up. I've still got 3 more after that in a row. So 10 races in a row.
That's good. I mean, those are all good events, though.
They are.
That's all good stuff.
They're awesome. They're awesome. I just, that's the thing. It's like I love all these events, and it's like,
Yeah.
they're going to back to back them, and and a lot of the, so like if you concentrate on gravel or you concentrate on mountain bike, then you get a break.
Yeah.
But I'm, I love them both, and I'm going to do them both. So,
your coach should probably give you some good recovery days in there.
Yeah, it would be good, and I do pretty good with my greens, and then all of a sudden there's some reds. So, there's been a few. I'm getting red tonight.
We'll make some adjustments.
I'm getting red tonight.
Same.
Trip. Anybody doing a pre-ride of it anytime soon? Depends on what your schedule is, Trip. But
what? Is he talking about OC?
Yeah, I think he's talking about OC. Trip, you need to talk to your girlfriend. You need to go with them, honestly. I think is it this weekend?
15, 16? I think it is. Because it's President's Day, right?
Yeah. Talk to Hannah. You can go. Unfortunately, I and anybody doing my schedule can't go. I can't get up there because I'm racing every weekend. So
I'm racing it blind, but I'm full grown. Maybe Trip, he's not 21 yet. He needs a pre-ride.
Yeah, but he rides in the dirt with a rigid fork.
He's more of a man than me. I'll admit that openly.
Trip says he's been banned from the trip. Dude, you can Bogart the trip.
But it's a girl's
You
trip.
have a van. Go park your van. You don't have to stay where they stay. Pretend
true.
you're not there.
That's true.
Call me. I'll give you the map. Tom Ugleen. Bill Hannigan's in the house. What's happening, Bill? Alrighty. All right, let's get off of that.
I keep distracting you. I apologize.
I don't care.
All right.
I love distractions.
Is this a PG-13 or a rated R live stream?
Depends on how drunk I get.
PG-13, you get one F word per movie. Did you know that?
Have I dropped any yet?
You haven't.
Okay.
I'm just
good.
saying that if it's
So-
a PG-13 movie, you get one
Okay.
F word.
So last year, we
Per movie.
did a remote site. The girls were all doing trainer night at
What was it was one of the breweries, right?
Twisted Spike.
There you go. Yeah.
They've got some really good beers.
So you had a couple.
I had a couple six.
We
And,
needed that
and then my buddy Nolan was like bringing beers to
Nolan.
me,
Here we go.
and I dropped the F-bomb like 4 times. Didn't know it, and
Who picked it up for you?
like several people like commented after the fact, so I had to apologize the next episode. Totally dropped the F-bomb a lot. Yeah. Bill, what's up? Bill, we did talk about Chili Bike. I do not know if it's going to be muddy.
The next few days in the Oklahoma City area, the weather forecast is meant to be, it's going to be like mid 50s to mid 60s for 4 days in a row. So even though we got some rain,
Yeah.
at least that's OKC. I don't know if Stillwater is
Yeah.
different. It shouldn't be too super
Should be
bad.
okay, but we also talked about that a lot of us are going to do another event that's on the 16th. So go back and watch. Look for the Draper Multistrada Velo as another event if you're interested in something.
Yeah.
So Jeremy says Twisted Spike. Yes, Twisted Spike was an adventure.
I'm going to twist Jeremy's spike.
Dude, we got hammered at Twisted Spike. I was so drunk. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't think I dropped the F-bomb at too much at with Craig McIntyre when we were doing the gravel growler.
Yeah.
When we were at Spoklahoma.
Yeah.
Dude, we drank a lot of whiskey. We were drinking peanut butter whiskey, and he had like the whole
That peanut butter stuff is bonkers.
and he had like a whole other just like box that opened up, and it had like all these trays of whiskey.
When I started drinking the peanut butter whiskey, that's when Netflix asks me if I'm still watching. 'Cause I've kind of just like let it roll. And I've lost track of time.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah. So
All right.
we're still good.
We're good. I'm
No, we're
fine.
good. Dude, we're totally good.
I could do advanced math right now.
I can't do advanced
I
math.
can't do it. I can't do it at all.
That's why I have my kids. My kids can do it for me. I'm gonna do a quick Steed update. Keep it short. Tons of people out this weekend. I bet we had. I did 3.5 laps on Saturday, and I led 2 groups out. I think we had 20, 25 people out Saturday. I was expecting a couple people on Sunday. I roll out, and there's like 15 people out there on Sunday. The first half mile of Steed is a mud pit. There's like 4 or 5 just huge mud sections. Again, this is not a sensitive trail. I don't give a crap. There's no not riding it. If I can ride it, make the ruts. Who cares? We'll fix it. Actually, we're not going to fix it. Mother Nature takes back. But it's only in the first half mile. The rest of the course is fine. You make it a half mile, you're golden. I don't think that it's going to change much. I don't think it's going to get much better. We had some snow, some rain today. I think the rest of the week's okay. But that first part's probably not going to fix itself. But again, doesn't matter. It's a half mile. Outside of that half mile, you're absolutely fine. So go do it. Go ride it. I don't care.
Well, it's actually fun to be on a trail because a lot of times you're trying to be sensitive to a trail that you don't want to ruin it.
Mhm.
But it's not because mud's not fun.
No, right.
It's just because you want to be sensitive to those that have volunteered time.
It is. And, and I've had this conversation a lot. And, you and I come from kind of different generations of cycling. And you're also Oklahoma City based. So
Yeah.
There are a handful of trails in our state that are user sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Oklahoma City, Bluff Creek, Draper,
Yeah.
they're user sensitive. Multiple user groups.
Yep.
It's just a sensitive arena. Turkey Mountain in Tulsa, very sensitive. Multiple user groups. You have to honor don't ride in the mud. But there are tons of other places that are not sensitive, and that's just the nature of it. The reality of it is we're rutting up Steed right now like crazy. I'm not going to fix that. We're going to race it. We're going to continue to pre-ride it. And in 3 months, guess what? Not one of those ruts are going to exist. If I were to quit working that trail in 8 months, you could not even tell that there was a trail there because Mother Nature would take back itself.
Well, and all the real technical parts of Steed is rock anyway.
It is.
Right?
True.
So if you're going to have mud, it's going to be in some of the pedaling sections, some of the other areas where you're just trying to get ready to clean the next section.
Correct.
So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so there's different variations. But Steed's out there. It's not a sensitive trail. There's not a lot of user groups. There's no issues. So, obviously, Bluff, Draper, Turkey, we have to be sensitive. We have to be respectful. And I am. And everybody else is. But, I come ride Steed. Go ride St. Crispin's. Go ride Ponca. Those trails that, just got to use your brain. Think about it. We're all good. Daryl Stilson's in the house. What's happening to Daryl? Cody Pollard. What's happening to Cody? Scott Stinson. Jeremy Cohen says, and no way around. You're right. You got to go through it. Kevin Wagner is in the house. Debbie Ugling. Brandon Pack. What's happening, Brandon Pack? I saw some of your pictures on some of the ride you're doing, man. I haven't touched base with you in a while. Give me a shout. I'd love to chat with you. Brandon Pack is one of my buddies in Arkansas. He's now working out of Fayetteville. You talk about a cycling, bike packing, cyclocross. I don't know what all this guy.
He's working out of Bentonville?
He's working at I don't know where he lives, but he's now working for Fayetteville.
Oh.
Promoter, working for the city of Fayetteville. This guy does so much with cycling. So Brandon, thumbs up. Give me a shout. Haven't talked to you in a while. Zachary Hood, Lawton. What's up? Lloyd Graham. Mitch Armstrong. What's happening, Mitch? Mitch lives here close. Kevin Wagner, yo. What's happening, Kevin? Dude, I got lost. Where are we at? Steed update. How far are we in? 42.
So I think the summary of the Steed update, if you're a good mountain biker, you're racing it.
All right, I'm skipping the next section.
If you like to miss the podium, you're not.
There you go. I'm skipping the next section. I had originally was going to talk about the novice category. I talked about that last week. I was going to do an update. We'll skip that. I went to Scott Moore. What's happening, Scott? Scott, give me a call too, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. I see your posts. I don't know what you're up to. Give me a shout. Scott's originally from Tulsa. One of our favorite restaurant owners. Sold that. Moved to Arkansas. Doing things. Working for Progressive Design. Progressive Design, I think. So, yeah, give me a shout, man. So I'm skipping the next part. I'm just going to move in. I want to talk to Tony more. Tony's been interjecting.
I have been. Interrupting.
Tony, which is great. Tony's been a confidant, friend, coach, all kinds of things to me, dude. And we've had like I said, I don't even remember when we met. I think we're 7 years in, probably 6. How long have you been involved with Bike Lab?
We are in our 8th year.
So then we've known each other for 8 years?
Yeah. Well,
maybe a year before that.
Yeah, maybe a year before that. But the shop is in it's 8th year, as is the team, because the team started when the shop started, and I think our first connection was through all of that and being aware of each other. So it's been 8 years.
Damn it. I was thinking 4.
When I had a beard back then, it didn't have any gray in it. So my 4 children have aged me.
Yeah.
They've aged me.
So
I've done it.
I have the red on the side.
See, we're opposites. Because why don't I have some gray here and then gray sides? I had this little Wolverine chop that kind of stays brown still. You got the middle wizard level going.
I had less gray, but then it's just gradually.
Actually, Tobin, owner of Buchanan's, I saw his beard the other day. And it's brown down here and white on the top. He's been growing his beard so long, you can see like a 5-year generation gap. happening in
See,
his
so
beard.
everybody's like pretty impressed with mine.
He's got
Tobin's got. My beard gets a little envious around him. It really does.
same. I'm just early in the game.
Tobin's got like the thick beard too. It's like mine's
I'm not
wispy.
a Jeremy Black level of like weak stubble, but I'm a beard enough to know that I'm not a real beard.
So speaking of the J Black,
Mm-hmm.
5 minute 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
So the beard started. So I'm 9 years in. Almost
You're
10.
9 years
I'm
in?
9 years in, almost 10. So my beard started because of Jared Cassida. Jared Cassida reminds me of Jay Black. So he called me up. We were doing Free Will, the ride across Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he calls me up a week before Free Will that him and I were doing. And he says, hey, let's not shave starting now. And then we have a week. And then we're going to do the whole week of Free Will. And let's just see see how it plays out. Well, by the time we started Free Will, he had a beard that looked like yours.
This is like 2.5 months in.
I had stubble that you couldn't even see. And then by the time we finished, I was like just a patchy, bum. I looked like a bum on a corner.
Yeah.
He had a full beard. And then we shaved everything. He shaved everything except the soul patch.
Mm-hmm.
I had an itty bitty goatee.
Yeah.
And then I let my goatee go.
I've seen some goatee pictures.
Yep. I let my goatee go. And then about 3 years of my goatee, I was like, man, I need the full thing. So I let all this grow in. And now I'm 9 years in.
9 years in.
And of course, he gave up he
gave up.
Of course, now he's growing it all back. They crossed the Canada border because they sold everything and they're in the RV. They're moving. They're moving to Canada. They crossed the Canadian border just the other day. No problems. They didn't stop. So anyway, so Jared Cassida. This is your fault. And now it's me, and now I can't stop it. So Mitch Armstrong says, yo. Scott says, yo. Says what's up? Barry Diffendafford's in the house. Barry Diffendafford's out of my place. Barry, I still want to come ride your place. John Chenault. John Shears. Lovely couple. Thanks, John. Jerk.
He's just jealous. It's okay.
Tripp says, this brings up an important topic. Stashes for Steed?
Hashtag Magnum PI.
I don't know. Does that mean I'm going to have to quit shaving and actually grow a stash? Jeremy Coleman says, stashes for Steed. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Damn. That might have to happen. Well, you got one going. You've got your whole stash and beard going.
Anyone that has a beard already has a stash.
I don't.
Well, you don't. Yeah, that's true, though.
I had some random dude. I was at a restaurant there. Like, he goes, are you Amish? And I was like, sorry, no. Chad Van Hosen, Ponca City. What's up, brother? So I did race the gravel growler last weekend. So I was with the third place guys, my buddy Steven Sharp. This goes to the whole stashes for Steed. Steven has the coolest mustache. It goes out and he's got it waxed and it curls. It's pretty badass. Man.
That's the only kind of waxing I'd be into. Now Tripp, though, I've heard, is into other different kinds of waxing.
Tripp says, no, Tony, just a stash, full send.
I already have it. It's already here.
You just have to let it. Man, I'm gonna have to let it go. Damn it! Screw you guys. Now I'm gonna have to get a mustache. What is that? 2 weeks?
23rd. It's
Damn.
Yeah, it's just 2 weeks.
Man, okay. I'll let it go. I won't shave tonight. I'll start tonight. I shaved this morning, so unfortunately I'm starting tonight. So Matt Elder says mine is coming along nicely. All right. This is the randomness that you get on the Weekly Wizard Update.
That's it.
Now we're talking beards and mustaches.
I
apologize to the ladies.
a natural light silo. It's not a pyramid because we don't have enough to do a pyramid. We have a silo.
those are our natter days. Yeah.
Natter day.
Hey, this is really good.
And vice versa.
Man, it's a good mix.
It does a good mix.
Good stuff and cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Steven Treaster, what's up? A rare appearance for me. For sure, Steven. I haven't seen you in like 2 years. Are you going to race bikes again maybe one of these days? I know that you and I both have a picture that are almost identical from Ponca City in 1999, crossing the creek crossing. We've been doing this a long time together. I don't know what you're doing. Come race bikes. You'll be way cooler. Scott Bailey, what's happening? Damn, we got way off topic. Tony Stewart.
Present.
Sitting over here. Bike Lab owner, husband, father, coach, fit guru. I don't know. Other things. That pretty much sums it up. That's your life.
That's the last decade, yeah.
I don't know that you have much else in your life. So welcome, Tony.
Yeah.
Mandy, Zoe, Nehemiah, Luther,
Karis. 4 kids.
Did I get him in the right order? No. I had Karis.
You did have in the right order, except for Karis is after Zoe.
I had Karis. I screwed that up.
Karis is my 5'10", 15-year-old daughter.
So, I'm old. My kids are grown. I've got 2 19-year-olds and a 24-year-old after this weekend. So, Tony's still living the kid life.
And 3 in high school next year.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So Tony's doing, running a bike shop, trying to keep track of a bunch of morons like me. Trying to, be nice to his wife, make sure his kids are doing all the things they're supposed to be doing, and providing us this cool-ass environment. Bike Lab Whole Shot Coffee, which we're actually sitting in because
we're actually in the whole shot.
We're actually in Whole Shot right now. So Tony, I just want to start. I kind of this little intro there to talk about you, but why bikes? How did that happen? I know you're like me. You didn't start with bikes. You were an athlete in college football, I think, and how did bikes slap you in the face and just take over?
It's a 3-word sentence.
Yep.
I got fat.
Right.
I played sports in college. I did football. I did track and field. And marriage and career. I had a previous career before bike shops, and I'm kind of a toggle switch personality, so I'm all in or I'm all out. So I got really into that. And I did not keep track of who I was as an athlete. I didn't keep track of who I was physically. And I kind of look at that decade as losing track of myself. So when I turned 30, I went to the doctor, and I was 60 to 70 pounds heavier than I am right now. And didn't even know it had happened, right? Because you're just living life day by day, month by month. And realized that I just need to make some changes. So a friend of mine, who was my boss at the time at a different place, let me borrow his mountain bike. I started riding around Lake Hefner. 1 lap took me 50 minutes, and I was smoked. I did that enough times. I saw some people with gray hair. I was 30 at the time that were just flying past me.
Oh, yeah.
So I went and started looking up the racing environment around bike races, and I found USA Cycling. And I found that there was races, and I found that there was all these age groups where you could have this adult experience with a sport that you can't really have with other sports.
Right.
You don't find a lot of 40-year-old folks wanting to go out and play contact football.
Sure enough.
And there may be some still doing high jump, or pole vault, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, no.
And cycling has this really, really cool structure that organizes you by skill, organizes you by age, and makes it this very engaging environment around racing and competition. So as soon as cycling went from I'm fat and unhappy, and I started to lose some weight, to there was actually a sport and a competition around it, I was instantly hooked. And I didn't care about my health, but but I was doing healthy things.
Right.
Because there's this expansive environment around it. So
Mhm.
as much crap as USA Cycling gets, the fact that they had this structure and had this approachable character to
Mhm.
how they did what they did, it hooked me big time.
Excellent.
And it literally changed my life.
So, you mentioned track.
Uh-huh.
I ran a little track in high school. I really feel that I also played basketball. So
Mhm.
you played football. So
Yeah.
I think we both had the experiences of group sports and
Team sports versus individual sports. Yeah. Mhm.
and I love playing basketball, but I thoroughly enjoyed track, and I think track very much correlates to cycling.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's still technically a team sport, probably more team sport in road than anything. A
Mhm.
little bit of a team sport in cross, almost not a team sport in mountain biking, but there's still the team aspect. But regardless of each one of those, it's very individual.
Mhm.
You're individually training, you're individually,
Yeah.
and the dynamics is that the very people that you're racing against are not your enemy. They're your friends, because it's like
You see them every race.
you see them every race. Whereas, football, you're trained to completely dislike the other person.
I mean, in college football, we even paid attention in warm-ups to who was wearing a brace.
Yeah, it's like, 'cause we're going to hit that. Yeah.
If the quarterback has a brace on a certain side,
Oh, yeah.
if we have but some guys went after that more than others. But you pay attention to those things, and so there's already a propensity to try to cause injury.
No, for sure.
Versus track and field was, I don't know. I've always been the competitor that wanted to beat somebody on their best day.
Yeah.
So if I beat somebody in a mountain bike race, I want their bike perfect. I want their tires to never flat. I want the shifting to be on point, perfect fit, perfect suspension, and then I beat their ass.
That's it.
Right? Like, I want to beat them
That's
at
it.
their best because it makes me my best.
And then when that happens, that's great. And then when that doesn't happen, you're going to be the very first one to like high five them and give them a bro hug.
Absolutely, because they did it.
It's like,
right?
You kicked my ass. Come give me some.
Absolutely.
And that is the environment that I think cycling brings.
And when I beat Tripp in racing over and over again, I hope he's man enough to say,
high five, right?
Thank you for doing that.
I gave Jason Engelke way too many of those hugs last year.
Yeah, Engelke.
I kicked my ass like a million times last year.
That guy.
That guy.
Have you heard that guy sing before?
I heard it was great. I have not. I heard he could.
He sang in here.
I heard he.
It was like Jesus wept, literally. Like that's a.
I've heard that a couple times, and I was I couldn't believe that I missed that. That's awesome.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you guys, everybody here, when you see Jason Engelke next time, you need to make him sing.
Do it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's incredible.
Yep.
You should actually turn to dirt. Make him sing like the national anthem.
Dude, I know, right?
And then in comparison, make Tripp Harrison sing the national anthem.
Treaster says, yes, it was Ada. Yeah, it was Ada. It was High Point Ranch, Treaster. High Point Ranch, baby. Good stuff. Topics off topic. Let's see. Barry Diffner. I don't cultivate something under my nose that grows wild under my ass. Barry, you crazy, buddy. Renee Haas. Brian McGinnis, what's happening? Josh Reeser, what's up, Josh Reeser? Hey,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you got me. I got you a little bit of that. Bryce Bell's in the house. Bryce Bell, your twins should be down. It's late, so you should be just hanging out with us.
Tripp. No, I'm good. Tripp needs
I'm
is
good.
there needs to be a Turn to Dirt live karaoke night. Maybe if like all the state champs you have, you then have a karaoke night.
No, but I've got a couple state champ jerseys, and there's no fucking way I'm singing, dude. Oh,
I
there's
didn't
one.
have to say it's singing.
Oh, crap. So we're still PG-13 right now. That was the first F-bomb.
You had one a while ago.
Ah, damn it.
We're into two.
Damn it.
Because if anyone was paying attention to the live stream, you saw me do this.
So we're R-rated. Shit. Oh, well.
It's okay. It's okay. But that's why bikes. So for me, I've been an athlete all my life.
Yeah.
I picked the college I went to because I could keep playing college football.
Mm-hmm.
And I just figured out a degree.
Yeah.
I lost that in my 20s. And cycling brought that back, and it didn't just help me lose weight. It connected me to community, connected me to culture, and now it's career. And so what we do here, obviously, as a bike shop, you've got to try to live in the market and connect with folks, and you get into all the which you don't even realize, political drama around loyalties and all that stuff. But honestly, it comes down to connecting with good people and getting out there and being active and finding adventure and realizing that play isn't just for kids, it's for everybody.
Right.
And if you lose track of that, you're kind of losing yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's a matter of being a complete person, is that I can't train like I did before we did some things.
Right. Yeah.
But I still commute to work. And sometimes when I commute to work, I race cars to the stoplight, right? Like there's still some play that's there. I think it's really, really important.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that leads into, the next thing I want to talk about is like, you're transitioning, you find bikes, find health, find, fun, you find life again. Just jumping into a bike shop, it's not that's not a normal jump. So, how did that?
Sure isn't.
How did that come about? What made you jump into that? And give me some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I had a previous career. I used to joke that I used to be somebody. In the church world, I was one of the early pioneers in helping churches extend what they did online. So when it came to online video, online experiences, social media, I worked at Saddleback Church 2 years for free. There was an internship. I just showed up. So again, toggle switch personality. Showed up to a church out in California and helped them run their things. And behind the scenes conferences, podcasts, blogs, all those sorts of stuff. Getting into technology and how it extended.
So you're a nerd.
I'm a super nerd, but also cared about connecting with people. And then Life Church here in Oklahoma City hired me, and I was on their church online team, which my role was to do a lot of the grassroots online community development, training of leaders. We had 60 online live services that happened every week. So we used pre-recorded video and then have live chat with volunteers helping folks all around the world. So that's what I did at Life Church for a while. I actually got flown out to Australia to preach. And I don't think they knew that I wasn't a preacher. They just knew. So that was a very interesting experience. But that's what I did before Bike Shop. But being in the corporate environment around something that I felt was much more real and earthy and connected, to me was very disorienting. And when I had the opportunity, I was about a year or two into cycling. Cycling had grounded me much more back into myself and being myself and connecting with running into trees and riding on the road and feeling the wind in my face. And the opportunity presented itself to be a part of this project in 2011. And so I left Life Church to start with the project of what at that time was called Charlie's Bicycle Laboratory.
Right. Yeah.
And we launched April 2012. And ever since then, it's been a very nice combination of that real earthiness of helping real people find this new experience, but also the mental journey of figuring out retail and business in an environment with Amazon and Walmart and Rafa and Allied and all these other direct-to-consumer brands that are doing a great job serving people in a modern way, and then figuring out how does a physical place do that as well.
Right.
So the last 8 years has been this very fun challenge of a real earthy connection, along with the mental journey of learning real business practices in a way that helps us be around. Like if you don't profit, you won't be here in 10 years. So it's been fun doing that. And we built the Bike Lab team in the midst of that. And we've got close to 100 people. And
so you say 2011?
2011 is when I left Life Church.
2012.
In 2012, April 17th, 2012 was when we launched Bike Lab.
Wow. I didn't realize it had been that long.
It's been that long.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So that's been my journey. What's funny is I'm not a mechanic. Most bike shop owners are and have had that experience, and that's very valuable.
Sure.
And so I see things a little differently because I came from a very different environment. So we just lean into those strengths as much as possible. And we've had a really good experience.
And you surround yourself with some good people.
We've been super incredibly blessed,
Mm-hmm.
and we need more.
Yeah.
We need more. We need more mechanics, more salespeople. So if you're interested, let me know. But we just really want to do the best job in the world
There you go.
at helping people ride bikes.
If you interested in some sales, interested in some mechanicking,
We need
you've
help.
got some skills.
Yeah.
We need help. We need, but hit up Tony, hit up me.
Yeah.
We'll link you to the right people. So you do a lot of things here. Besides running the shop, besides doing business, besides doing marketing.
Yeah, we do all the things.
You also do, retool fit.
Retail fit.
It's kind of a thing that you've been doing. Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
I think bike fit has been something that has always been important, but I don't think it has really become important. I don't think it's become on the radar of the normal person until probably the last 3, 4, 5 years,
Especially in Oklahoma City.
especially here.
Yeah.
I think that's something that you've been working hard on, and I have to admit that you and I've been riding for a long freaking time. I've never really done fits. I just mess with stuff. I mess with stems. I mess with seats. I mess with it, and it's like I get it, and I like it, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then I have a problem, and I call you, and within 10 minutes, you fix something that I've been screwing around with for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So tell me how you got into, why retool, how you got into fit. I mean, just kind of talk about that a little bit.
I mean, fit for me has been kind of a really exciting environment. As soon as I jumped out of college sports, I jumped right into coaching.
Right.
So I was a decathlete in track and field. If you don't know decathlete, you are a B- at everything. Track.
Right.
So it makes you a great coach, but not a top performer in any one discipline. Bike fit is a lot like looking at the technique it takes to do long jump or discus or javelin or pole vault, but realizing that it happens on this exercise machine. And if you and a person 5 foot tall both went to a gym and you went to do the leg extension machine, which has this adjustment, you would of course adjust it because you're 6 foot tall, 6'1".
I'm about 6'2.5".
6'2.5". So if someone 5 foot tall just got doing leg extension and you jumped on there, you would know you need to adjust it.
Might be a
But
problem.
what if there was somebody there that could say, this is the perfect place to put it? So when you do this exercise, it doesn't cause you pain and you get the best workout out of it. You'd be like, well, yeah, just go ahead and
put it there.
do that, right?
Please.
Bike fit is essentially that sort of thing.
Right.
It's saying, as an athlete with this exercise machine, what's your best position to get the most out of it? The reduction of injury and the maximizing performance. And I get passionate because I had a really bad accident when I was about 11 years old, snow skiing. And I broke my right leg really, really bad. And I have a 2 to 3 centimeter leg length difference right to left.
Oh,
So when I started cycling at regular shops in Oklahoma City, they only checked the right side, the drivetrain side, like any mechanic would look at. That side is 3 centimeters shorter than the left side.
Didn't know that.
So when I first started riding, the right side felt great. And my left knee was always hurting me. And I wondered, what's wrong with me? I didn't even realize I had that much of a leg length discrepancy. And then I started investigating fit when we launched a shop and realized, oh, wow, there are ways that this bike, this exercise machine, can be adjusted to match a person so they have this really good experience. It reduces pain, increases balance. And literally mountain biking, it gives you more traction in a corner. Allows you to set up your suspension better because your center of gravity is better balanced. So I geek out on that stuff big time. And I know that I started road and obviously triathletes are super into it because of aero. But now as I'm investigating mountain biking, doing a lot more mountain biking, and realizing it has a lot to do with suspension setup too. So that's been 8 years. As soon as we started the shop, I went up to Specialized that spring I've been a part of the retool and body geometry.
I didn't realize it's
training.
been that long.
Yeah, that was the first thing I went out and did, because in a bike shop you need a technical competence. So
Yeah.
not just sales. So I went out and started doing that. So I've been doing fit for 8 years. This last year, just a few weeks ago, they invited me out to be a teacher's assistant for one of the retool classes.
Yeah,
so
that was on my notes. I was going to ask you about that. So
yeah, and that's
so you've gotten to the point where you've done enough, you've experienced enough that they're asking you to come out and help teach their new guys coming in.
Well, because the teachers out there have been teaching it for 8 years, but they have been doing it in a local bike shop, which means seeing more people, seeing real things.
They want real life experience.
Real life experience. So it's really, honestly, when I get a chance to do that through our shop, I'm very encouraged and honored, because it's real money. It's it's real money people are offering to do that, and so we're real careful, because this is a position you're stuck in,
right,
for a long time.
Right.
And we want to make sure that it's absolutely right. So it's a real honor to be able to help people get into a very comfortable, fast position.
And I have to admit that I'm old school. I'm a mountain biker, and I was
cycling attracts old school people.
I was really, really slow to come around to this, and you and I have only sat down a couple of times, and it's amazing the difference that you can see something and you can make a millimeter change, 2 millimeter change, 3 millimeter change. Does it seem significant? And then that can have a very significant impact on pain relief, back issues, knee issues, power issues, and you can see that so quickly with the setup and the training that you have. And so it's amazing. To me, that is that's almost like that's a game changer that's new to that we before it's like, oh man, my back hurts, it's like, oh, my knee hurts, it's like, whatever, I'm gonna do this, gonna do that. And now it's like, I'm like, oh, that happens, okay, you need to go see Tony. Straight up. It's like, you need to go see. And there's plenty of people that do that. You're not the only one that does that.
No.
But I trust you, and but bike fit is such an important part of cycling now that I just think has not been prominent until probably the last 5 years. And it's huge.
It's huge. Well, I think it can be huge. Everyone has their own experience, and so if you're having a good time, you're not having pain, you're riding your bike, that's great.
Right.
But cycling is an endurance sport, and it's the most restrictive sport in the world. So what works early may not work late. As your body changes, your fit might need to change, and fit informs everything else. So I geek out on it, and I know that everyone's always seeing the industry and bike shops and stuff as wanting to like grab money and all that kind of stuff. But I really do feel like if there's anything you're going to spend time on, for me personally, so I'll tell you, me personally, you can't fit yourself. So I go to Boulder, Colorado. I drive to Boulder, Colorado. I spend $350 of my own money to get fit by a retool fitter in Boulder, because it's that important to me.
To get someone else.
Else. Yeah.
Right.
I spend my own real dollars every year to go have that taken care of. So the only investment I ask from anyone else is this thing that I spend my own real money on. I don't get a discount. I don't get a finder's fee. I get nothing. But to me, it's so valuable to feel comfortable and capable and ready on my bike. So then I know that all I need is the energy in my body and the power in my legs. And I go do what I want to do. And everything else is just dealing with the fun challenge of cycling instead of feeling like, I don't know if this is right.
Yeah, agree. Great conversation. And we could probably continue this conversation for.
Well, I could talk about, but that's
so we won't. Bike fit is badass. Tony's fucking good at it. So now we're totally rated R because I dropped another F-bomb.
That's true. Now, I do want to say Tripp came in for a fit.
Did he? Oh, yeah. And?
But I may or may not have tried to mess with his fit to help him be slower.
Yeah. I have to race him, so don't make him too fast.
I know you race him.
No, it's all good. I don't care.
It's okay. Yeah, we made him fast.
So therein lies, I guess, this kind of conversational point that's not related to necessarily you or me, just kind of me personally. It's just the point that I take. I've been racing for 20 years. I'm not that bad. I only have three. I only have three. I only have 3 jerseys.
Only 3?
Only 3. I know plenty of people that have 3, 4, and 5. It's like, oh, I got a Cat 3, I got a Cat 2, I got a Cat 1. It's like, nah. Well, it's because I change my category to go race where it's hard.
Right. You're always that way. You're always into that.
I got second place last year. I got second place the year before that. And that was the best second places. Those are great because it was like, man, I battled all year long and I got second. And I don't care. It was great.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people want to go win. And it's like, I want to battle.
You want to battle?
I want to battle. So it's like, I get my ass kicked a lot, but it's like fun getting my ass kicked because
it makes you better.
I'm in the hunt.
It makes you better.
That's it.
That's what's great about racing. It's different than just riding.
It is. So I'm all about that. All righty, let's see where we're at.
We're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close. Hey, so I want to talk a little bit about coaching. I mean, if you want to talk about that, I don't know. You're my coach. You've been my coach forever. How long have you been my coach? Like 4 years? 5 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
Shit, I don't know. 4 years. Coaching's critical. You reach a point, and I've been doing this forever. I've been racing longer than Tony's been in the bike business, and I know enough about cycling. I know enough about training to do my own training plan. But the simple fact is, it's really hard to motivate yourself. It's much easier to have a coach, to have someone lead you. And Tony's been coaching me forever, so I'm really just curious about how your philosophies about coaching, and just some general thoughts about that whole thing. How do you like to lead people? And
you can read 3 or 4 books into the workouts you need to do.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, Joe Friel's Cycling Training Bible, Joe Friel's Fast After 50, Time Crunch Cyclist. You go through those 3 books, and then you go onto YouTube and you find Training Peaks account, and you look at their videos and instructional videos. You can know the workouts. What a coach does is, for some people, a coach isn't a good thing because they don't want someone to kind of peer into their schedule and their ability or lack of ability to see something through. But for those that are really hungry to win, and that's key. And winning and competition happens in 3 kind of modes with people. Some people hate to lose. Some people love to win. And some people just want to be their best self.
Right.
When it kind of rises to the top, that's how some people are. And but if you know yourself in that and know what you want to do, a coach really just needs to peer into your schedule, to your motivation, and find out what series of workouts and what series of work helps you be your best self and helps you have the energy to keep doing the intentional work instead of the random work. So in the coaching world, all training slides to the middle. And that's where you have a lot of group riders and recreational riders who always ride kind of hard. Right?
Yeah.
But when it gets sharp, when it gets fast, they get blown out of the water. But they can always finish.
Right.
They just finish with the best view of who won. Right? So coaching finds a way to create some intentional workouts and look at the person, build a schedule that helps them really get fast, really win. And I had, through no innate genetic sense of myself, in high school and in college, I was blessed to be a part of winning programs.
Right.
So I had the blessing of having people who had a full-time job, was running a team that I was on, and we won.
And you were successful.
And we were successful.
Yeah.
And so I got addicted to the process around winning. And cycling is an endurance sport. If you aren't in love with the process, then it won't happen.
No.
The race is the celebration of the work that's already been done. If you're waiting for some kind of...
It's golden.
If your Saturday workout and your opener's workout is key to you winning, you've entirely missed the point. It was the 6 months before that.
Exactly.
So it's a matter of what creates a great 6 months before that, and that mentality of, if I lose, there's a lesson. If I win, stay hungry, and then helping to organize that energy around it. And so for me, I was really blessed with that growing up. And so as I coach folks, it's a matter of finding those individual things for them. For you, with your injury that happened,
Yep.
right? And
Right.
then looking at how do we come back from this random, stupid, can feel almost like,
Right.
why did this happen?
Right.
To, okay, let's just process it. Let's deal with it. Let's move forward.
Figure out how we fix it. Yeah.
Figure out how we can not just fix it, but come back better.
Right.
Right.
And we did.
And you did.
Yeah.
Right. Because I always say this when I coach, I didn't pedal a single pedal stroke for you. Right.
Right.
And the people we've had that done really well, what we really have done is found a way to organize and focus the energy they have for life, for play, for adventure. And then at races, we celebrate.
There you go.
And we have some great results. So that's what I do around racing. And it's not because I've won a national championship or anything else.
No.
It's simply because winning is the best experience
It is.
you will ever have on a bike.
It is. And, that's the thing is like you get it. You get it. One of the things that you said was the process. And I've mentioned this multiple times. And I'm totally stealing this from my buddy Kai Cordes. Orin Sill, his teammate, Payson McKelvin. Payson has talked about this multiple times on his podcast. So check out the Adventure Stash, Payson McKelvin. It's great. But Payson talks multiple times about the whole thing about becoming a pro cyclist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you have these races, you have all these events, and it's like, but he talks about, and he literally calls it the process.
Yeah.
It's unless you fall in love with the process is the hard work, the training plan, the day-to-day, the what are you going to do to get to, the extra hour on the bike, the night ride, the weather's shitty and we're going to, go ride.
Yeah.
Unless you fall in love with the process and enjoy the work, then you're not doing it right, And then, like you said,
you won't get to a point by which you experience the best.
Exactly, and it's like, and then like he said, and like you said, you get to the race, and it's like, oh, we're at a race. We want to do well, but if you've done the process right, you've enjoyed the process right.
Yeah.
Regardless of the results, you're going to enjoy the race because you've enjoyed the process, you've done everything, and you've enjoyed getting there, and you're ready.
Because there's nothing better in a race than when you feel like you're in the hunt.
Right.
And there's some third places that feel better than first places.
Absolutely.
Because you were just like, you were punching tickets.
You were there.
And you were battling, and you're like, man, I am getting better in this. This is making me a better me.
Absolutely.
And if you win, obviously, like that experience, put the hands up, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's some third places that feel better than first.
For sure.
Because the process revealed itself. And you realize I'm on a journey. I'm getting better. I'm a better person because of it. And again, my whole entry into cycling was becoming a better person, becoming more whole. So that's what really drives me.
And that's for me, is I've been doing this for so long. And it's like I'm an older rider. Physiology-wise, I'm not changing. I weighed the same since I've been 18. I'm not getting stronger.
I have not.
So, for me, it's like, the benefits are going to be minimal. And unless I enjoy the process, which is the day-to-day, the everyday, a lot of people's like, you train every day? And I'm like, most people are like, yeah, I train every day. I'm like, yeah, I train every day.
Yeah.
I have a smile on my face, like, yeah, every day. I look forward. I look forward to like pulling up my Training Peaks, and it's like, man, what's Tony got for me today? Like, boom. Well, except that FTP test last Thursday.
Yeah, the FTP test.
I was not prepared for that. Anyway, but normally it's like I love the process. So yeah, that's awesome.
But that's what around coaching, really, it's focusing towards a process.
Correct.
It's
I
getting
love it.
people engaged on that.
All right, let's see what we got. We're winding down here.
We're winding down. We're 90 minutes in.
Yeah, we are. I know we're like rolling it. That's all right. Chris Brosh, what's happening? Brian Steiner, David Copeland. Time has gone by fast. Absolutely. Joff GT. What's up, dudes? I don't know Joff GT. So Joff
Is that
GT.
Jeff?
I don't know. That's like I have
GT?
I have GT George Gito.
Is that
but-
Allied Bike Rides around the Bike Lab gave us outside heaters?
Oh, that
GT?
could be. Definitely. If that's him, hit us up. Chris Call, what's happening? And Trip says definitely did not make me slower. Talking about the bike fit.
I can't help that. I can't make somebody slower. No one wants to be uncomfortable.
Wesley Olson, David DeGarmo, what's happening, Dave? Dave, another one of our Claremore guys. Let's see, what do I got here? I don't know.
I'm looking at your page too. Favorite non-cycling thing?
All right, no. Well, first of all, beer, wine, liquor.
Liquor.
Favorite.
Woodford Reserve. Bourbon.
Oh, nice.
No
Nice.
mixers, please.
No mixers, straight up.
No.
Nice. Yeah, non-cycling things. So I mean, we talk cycling, but you gotta have some one-off stuff. Like I know you did some shooting sometime.
Yeah, I got into shooting last year because I didn't want to be the only guy in a room that didn't know how to handle a gun.
I still don't know how to shoot shit.
Yeah, I got way into that. I usually carry a SIG 365. I have a Glock 19. I don't have it on me now because I'm drinking because that's the rules. Yeah, I just want to be able to hit what I was pointing at. But
Nice.
if you're a mountain biker, shouldn't take too long to hit what you're pointing at, right?
Just point and shoot. Good.
But I wouldn't say I'm like a gun aficionado.
I'm not at all.
But I just didn't want to be the only guy in the room that didn't know how to like hit it.
I'm totally that guy. I don't know.
Besides that, I would say the non-cycling thing I'm really into is reading. I'm a super book nerd.
All right.
Super book nerd. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
reading Primal Leadership right now. Never Split the Difference from Chris Voss. Leadership and Self-Deception. So I'm in 3 books right now.
Awesome.
I love reading. I'm a super nerd. Old man sweater and then high top shoes and books.
So see, we have a kindred spirit here, but slightly different.
Slightly different.
I actually love reading too.
Do you?
And
What do
most people would never. Dude, I read shit.
It's just putting the words down, man.
I read 150 books a year, and I've read 150 books a year since I've been 18.
Wow. How many books a year?
150.
A year?
Oh, dude, I read a book a week minimum. But they're all crap. They're just like novels. I read everything from. Stephen King was my go-to. I didn't read until I was like 12 years old.
We need the 2019 Corey White book list.
Oh man, I'd have to pull up my Kindle list. I haven't
That's
read.
what I mean. You're a Kindler too?
Yeah, I haven't. I know everybody's like all about real books.
No.
I haven't read a real book. Actual real book in probably 12 or 13 years.
Who has the space for that?
It's all on my Kindle. But
Jeremy Coleman wants to take you shooting.
yeah, because Jeremy was carrying a gun and showing it off the other day, and yeah.
Jeremy, what gun do you carry? What's your E EDC?
I don't know Jeremy's like whole job thing, but he's in the military. Like he does all kinds of stupid shit. Like he jumps out he jumps out of airplanes and stuff. Like there's more than just guns.
What do you
involved.
carry, Jeremy? Best book in 2019?
I don't have a best book.
Hold on, let me see here.
I read all crap, so it's like I don't even know the name of the book that I'm reading currently. I'm reading a book right now about it involves elves, magic, supernatural stuff. I don't know. Then I go to Stephen King, and then I read Dean Koontz, and I don't know.
Atomic Habits by James Clear.
There you go.
That's the best book I read. in 2019.
Jeremy Coleman says Sig 45 did.
Nice. That's your EDC?
So I think Jeremy like jumps out of planes and shit too. He's like a crazy motherfucker. So we're totally rated R now. So I've said that like I'm for
Scorpion 45. Oh man, he's just looking for somebody to kill. There we go. 1911.
We brought up guns. It's gonna get big.
It's Oklahoma, man.
It's blowing
We're
up.
ready.
All right. Oh, let's see. What do we got? So, favorite cycling discipline currently.
Currently.
Because like I know I'm throwing you on the spot because you really need
Mountain bike.
You need to stay neutral as like a shop owner, but lately you want to get dirty, don't
So
you?
here's how I'll say this: mountain bike is the most fun. Road racing is the most fast.
Oh, it's exciting. It is.
It is. Gravel racing and gravel riding is the one I wish I liked better, but I definitely don't. It's slower than mountain bike and not as technical, and it's slower than road racing.
But it's harder.
But it's just harder the whole time. You
Right.
get 30 miles into a 100-mile gravel race, and you got 70 miles of just eating shit into the wind.
I know, right?
It's the worst.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Which is probably why I like it.
Glock 30. There we go.
Yeah, Herb says Glock 30. Jeremy says don't jump anymore for the
I got a
military.
Glock
anymore.
19, a SIG 365, and I usually carry that every day.
Yeah.
And then I got a SIG M400 AR-15 that I need to get better at, but I'm not going to good at. That's my civil unrest gun.
Brandon Mallott checked in. What's happening, Brandon?
Brendan Mallott?
Yeah, he checked in up top. I
There
just
he
saw him
is.
pop in. Lindsay checked in earlier, but
Brendan Mallott, the king of KOMs
I know,
around
right?
Oklahoma City.
Pretty much. I'm winding down. So, I mean, I just had a few notes and future of Bike Lab, plans for the future. Anything else of interest?
Future of Bike Lab.
Yeah, I mean, where do you see Bike Lab rolling at this point? I mean, I like where we're at, and I'm just curious where you see us in the future. See the direction. You don't have to be specific. So
I
don't want to put you on the spot or anything.
join the ride is kind of our hashtag,
I love Join the Ride.
but it's also who we are.
It is.
You
I
won't
love
find
it.
a single person in our shop that doesn't ride and love riding multiple times a week.
That's right.
And I don't know that every shop you go into, the people you meet have that same experience,
I agree.
right?
I love that. I love that sentiment.
So we want to own that.
Yep.
Everywhere it matters.
Agreed.
And people who are super pumped about what riding and cycling does for people's lives,
Mhm.
we want to help that continue to happen, and we want to gather as many of those folks as possible. So that might just be in one location, and we just do the best we can at that one location, and we don't want to be more than one location until we're really, really maxed out what we can do.
Right.
But doesn't mean we can't be other places too.
True enough.
And we need incredible people to do that.
True enough. I
So-
like that. I like that vibe, and I like that Join the Ride, and it's all about inclusion. And I think that you have made a move to, over the last few years, specifically, to really, really reach that. So I've told this story a few times. I'm a dirt guy. I'm a mountain biker. I'm a
Mhm.
Gravel guy, cross guy, and
Yeah.
the simple fact is that we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun.
The Bike Lab tank top is called the Skanky Tank.
The Skanky Tank is that is exactly it. In the roadside, the road people get a bad rap for being uptight assholes.
Yeah.
You finish the event, they load their bike up and they leave. And I can't tell you how many times last summer, when I came up, again, I live a little bit away from Bike Lab, so I don't get to do all the weekly group rides, but I come up during the summer and I did the group rides that the shop leads out, which are road rides with roadies. We finish a ride, we come out, we pull out lawn chairs.
Yep.
We open a couple ice chests and sit in lawn chairs and drink beer.
It's actually, as a bike shop, harder to be profitable. No, it's easier to be profitable than it is to get a roadie to not ride home after a group ride.
I know. We would have 30 people outside that are almost all roadies.
Full tilt roadies.
Drinking beer out of a cooler. Hanging out in lawn chairs.
Donation coolers at the Bike Lab. You just bring a beer, share a beer.
And I'm like...
It's what we learned from like dirt critting at Bluff Creek.
I'm telling you.
Like that best experience. Me and my son would be sitting there after dirt crit.
Right.
Thinking, man.
Hanging out.
60 people.
Hanging out telling stories.
That's it.
And when you have 30 roadies outside drinking cold beers out of
it's like having 30 Sasquatches invisible to the public.
You're tapping in, and to me that's the direction.
That's it. So it's just a matter of just gathering community, building community, riding bikes, and realizing it's life-changing, and realizing that you don't need to wait for a then or a there. It's just now, and just do it now. Just do it now.
It's now, right? We're gonna end on that.
Jeremy Cullen said it best.
What do you say?
Every ride's an adventure.
Every ride is an adventure. Jeremy Coleman.
I would only add into that, Trip Harrison is going to grow a wicked mustache for Steve.
I'm going to have to I'm not shaving it for night now.
How much money would it take for you to only have a mustache for the next decade?
No, can't do it.
If someone sponsored Turn to Dirt for 5 years?
No.
10 years?
No.
No? We need a number.
No. Do I got 9 years?
9. If someone sponsored Turn to Dirt for 10 years.
Dude, $1,000 a year?
If someone gave you $15,000 for Turn to Dirt, would you just only wear a mustache for a decade?
Man, maybe.
Just a mustache and let it grow into like a kung fu master.
Damn,
mustache.
That's tough.
$15,000?
Maybe.
I could do that.
Maybe. Damn. That'd be a tough one. I've worked a long time for this.
I know. I'm not discounting the work.
But you never know.
Oh, look at this.
Will says $42,000.
No, that's million.
We're $2 million.
That's 42 million.
Oh, there's not a decimal. It's a comma.
No,
that's a comma.
Maybe it is a decimal. No, it's a comma.
$42 million. Hey, I'm blind. I can't see it. My glasses are back here. So, oh man. All right.
That was a good one. That's a solid.
That was great. All right, Tony. Fist bump.
There we go.
Hey, we're a minute 38 in. We've had a lot of people hanging in tight. See a few comments coming in.
We can make it happen.
Dude, we're still rolling in.
GoFundMe.
Man, oh man, it's like, thanks. Now we're gonna have a whole shit ton of people trying to get me to shave my beard for money.
I'm just trying to sponsor the next decade for Dirt.
Hey, we might do it. We can do that for the next decade. I might shave that thing. I mean, I could grow it back. So, Tony, thanks for letting me hang out here in shot. Bike Lab. Thanks for hanging out when everybody bailed on us. It's just you and me and the drinks.
That's it.
Yeah, thanks for everything. And I'm signing out. We've been enjoying it. Hopefully, we had a lot of good conversation, a lot of good information. And hit up Bike Lab, hit up Tony. We've talked about coaching. We've talked about bike fit. We've talked about all kinds of fun stuff.
And Fat Tire sponsors Turn to Dirt too.
Yeah, Fat Tire does.
So hit up Fat Tire.
Yeah, Fat Tire.
Chad and Sarah Shanks, Neighborhood Bicycles.
Yep, for sure.
Best bike shop in Norman.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they rock our Kids Cup.
They're incredible people. Support them too.
Yep, for sure. And just all kinds of love. So What do we got going here? Jeremy said,
They're saying the things.
dude, that you guys are all still trying to get me to shave my beard. What is it with that? Start a GoFundMe. We can make it happen. Brent White joined. Brent, dude, you're like so late to the party, bro. On your left, Mike Frazier. Cheers, gentlemen. All right, we're out. Crazy Talk. Tony Stewart, Bike Lab,
Thanks, guys.
Wizard. Had fun. See you guys.
Trip, I'm glad you got to see me.
Let's end this guy. I gotta go in my big ass face on this stupid thing because it didn't fucking take the right.
They got the top of
camera.
your hat the whole time.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna have to delete that whole thing. I'm gonna have to delete that